With summer approaching, the travel season will soon be in full swing. And this week, we celebrate National Travel and Tourism Week. It's a time to call attention to the importance that travel and tourism plays in our national economy and in the creation of jobs. And I know the President understands this issue very clearly because his state of Alaska, like the state of New Hampshire, has travel and tourism as a very important industry. And the fact is that the travel and tourism industry is one of the top 10 industries in 48 states, and it supports over 14 million American jobs. In New Hampshire, travel and tourism is our second largest industry, and it supports over 60,000 jobs in New Hampshire. The Travel Promotion Act, which Congress passed in 2008, and which I was very proud to be one of the co-sponsors, will help the United States compete for foreign travelers. This year, we will begin to see the impact of this landmark legislation. For most of our history, the United States has been one of a very few developed countries that did not advertise overseas. The Travel Promotion Act changes all of that because it created what is called Brand USA. It's a low-cost public-private partnership, and Brand USA has just started rolling out an advertising campaign for America. Brand USA is going to leverage millions of dollars in contributions to the private sector to help encourage more foreign travelers to bring their dollars to the United States. And this is important because what we've learned in New Hampshire is that overseas visitors tend to stay longer when they get to America, and they tend to spend more money. So this advertising is going to be the first time that we're going to be advertising overseas to attract visitors to come to the United States. But there's even more that we can and should do working together to support the travel sector. Travel and tourism rely on a good infrastructure, on keeping our highways, our bridges, our airports running. That's essential for the travel industry to grow. That's why it was so important that this year, after many years of trying, we finally reauthorized the FAA, and with that legislation are putting in place a new next-gen system of air traffic control that's going to allow our airplanes to get from point to point faster and more efficiently. And that's why it's so critical that we pass the highway bill that is pending in Congress. That's at a committee of conference. We've passed that bill in the Senate on an overwhelming bipartisan vote, and now we need to get this bill out of the Congress. We also need to look at ways to improve our visa system so that we can make it easier for foreign travelers to come to the United States. We need to pass legislation, and there are several bills that have been introduced that will help us clear the backlogs of visa applications so that we can make sure that those travelers who want to come to the United States are going to be able to do so. Again, bearing in mind that those overseas visitors tend to stay longer and spend more money. So, Mr. President, I want to conclude by highlighting what is an exciting new campaign in New Hampshire to help build New Hampshire's reputation as a world-class travel destination with something to offer for everyone. I know that a lot of people have been to New Hampshire every 4 years as part of our presidential primary, that a lot of people are familiar with our state's slogan, "Live Free or Die." This slogan actually captures what was uttered by General John Stark, who was a Revolutionary War general talking about the British during the Revolution. Just a few days ago, our State Division of Travel and Tourism Development launched a new campaign to promote New Hampshire, to show the world what we have to offer as a unique travel destination. And that campaign very cleverly plays on our famous state slogan. So we can see in this advertisement, "Live free and explore." It's one of our beautiful lakes. We can see the family out canoeing. We also have another one, Live Free and Reconnect, a family out hiking. We can see some of our mountains in the background. They're not quite as high as the mountains in Alaska, but we think they're a great place for families to come and explore. Hikers can enjoy, you can reconnect and relax. This one is Live Free and Discover. Again, kids getting ready to jump into one of our lakes. We can see the wilderness in the background. Another great example of one of the opportunities that New Hampshire has to enjoy our beautiful state. So we're very proud of what New Hampshire has to offer. We have a new logo that shows how you can visit our travel and tourism site on the web and see what New Hampshire has to offer. We hope that all of those who have come to experience our presidential primary will come back every 4 years and maybe in the meantime come and look at what we have to offer for enjoying the natural beauty and activities of the state. Now, we would like that, but I understand that all of us here in Washington have very busy schedules and that sometimes finding time to travel is difficult. But fortunately, soon we're going to have a great opportunity for everyone on the Hill to experience what New Hampshire has to offer without even leaving the building. On June 6th, the New Hampshire State Society and our office are going to be hosting a reception called Experience New Hampshire. It's a great opportunity to experience New Hampshire's signature hospitality, our history, our culture, and our scenic beauty. I invite all of my colleagues to enjoy New Hampshire beverages, to taste some of the menus from our historic grand hotels and our charming inns, and to come and celebrate with us. So, as we celebrate travel and tourism this week, I hope all of us will take a few minutes to reflect on the importance of this industry to our state and local economies and to the country.